Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the Enduristan Sandstorm 4X tank bag, available at RevZilla.com. So the 4X Sandstorm is going to be the smallest tank bag within Enduristan's line of tank bags. Now, if you're not familiar, Enduristan is a brand that has been very popular for us here at RevZilla. It was created in 2008, and the idea behind the brand from its founders was they wanted ADV gear that was more geared to the rigors of actually using your larger ADV bike off-road. And that's really where the beefy construction came in with this. Now with the Sandstorm 4X, this is really going to be a small tank bag aimed at enduro riders. This is for those of you out there that want a little bit of extra storage, but you don't want a big bulky tank bag that's going to get in the way of your manly bit region if you are standing up in the motorcycle and you're utilizing the bike more off-road. So 3.5 liters of capacity, coming in around the $140 price point. Now I know exactly what 90% of you out there are going to say. 140 bucks for a very tiny tank bag seems very expensive. If you are not spending the majority of your time riding off-road, this is not a bag that you need. This is going to be very beefy in its construction, and really the price is coming from the fact this is going to be able to handle a lot of the rigors that you would face in off-road or enduro style riding. If you're spending the majority of your time on the street, there are plenty of other options out there for you that'll give you more storage, more capacity without all the additional protection you're going to need for off-road riding. Now from our BSD standpoint, that's our Beard Scale of Difficulty for installation. This is going to be a 1 out of 3. This is something that the majority of you out there will be able to install on the motorcycle in a matter of about 15 to 20 minutes tops. It really kind of depends on your bike. But we'll talk a little bit more about install at the end. Really what I want to do first and foremost is break down exactly what you can expect from a construction standpoint. Like I said, the 4X is part of the Sandstorm line of tank bags. Now there's 3 other Sandstorms out there currently. They're going to be much larger in size, but they're all going to share the same construction. And really it's a construction that's going to set most Enduristan products apart. Pretty much every Enduristan product is going to have the same 3-layer construction that we're seeing with this. So the outside of the bag is going to have a rubberized polymer. This is going to be waterproof, and it's going to also offer a very textured grip. The inside of the bag is going to be done in a red vinyl. So you have your exterior layer, you have your 3rd layer on the inside, and then sandwiched in between your 2 waterproof layers is a 1000D nylon. That's going to be your abrasion resistance. That's going to see that same 1000D nylon you're seeing on the exterior of your jackets to make sure that you're safe if you crash in an off-road or on-road situation. So really, what you're getting from this is a bag that if you go down fast and you're dragging along the side of the road, you're hitting rocks, you're hitting sticks, you're hitting debris, you're not going to have to worry about damaging the bag itself. It's really designed to kind of just absorb the impacts and work with you. And some of that's going to do with the way this is mounted as well. These are going to use rock straps to mount them down, which add a little bit of give. So that initial hit that any of the bags might take kind of pushes and flexes, and you don't have to worry about snapping anything off, and you don't have to worry about breaking anything. So in the inside of the bag, it's going to be very simple in its design. You have one large compartment, and then on the top of this, you have a little bit of additional storage with some MOLLE webbing here that you can use that is elasticated if you want to kind of put maybe a pencil or a pen in there. Then you are going to have an additional storage pouch, which works for a little bit of extra storage. Again, extra waterproof storage, maybe credit cards, wallet, maybe like a money clip, not so much a wallet you'd be able to fit in there. Now, once we zip this up, you'll notice this is going to be a waterproof pouch. So you'll see the waterproof membrane kind of works up on top of the zipper entry, and then that water-resistant zipper works almost in a clamshell fashion to make sure no water is pushing through, and you get a fully waterproof bag in this. So even if you're going through water crossings, you're riding through the rain, mud, you're not going to have to worry about anything inside getting wet. Now you are going to have this removable map pocket on the top, and if you want to, you can go ahead and pull that off. You will notice that you have an electronics pass-through on the back of this. So if you want to run a charging port up into an iPhone, maybe you're the kind of rider that likes to use your iPhone as a GPS, you download your GPS tracks into your iPhone, you can go ahead and charge straight through there, and that's going to give you just a little bit of extra waterproof or water-resistant protection for your iPhone as well, and then that can go ahead and you can run that down through. There's also going to be that pass-through that'll allow you to run this into the bag as well. So if you want to, you can actually run that electronic port into the bag, and you're going to notice that this is that little flap. You just have to run the wire up and through. So 2 different versions of the electronics pass-through for charging any devices you might be carrying with you on the bag itself. Now the bottom of this We've got plenty of mounting straps here. The bottom of this is going to be done in a TPR, and this is going to work to make sure you're not scratching any of the paint that you might have if you're using a nicer adventure bike, or if you're using even a plastic tank on there. This is going to work to make sure you're not scratching any of that fine finish that you might be so proud of. Chances are, though, if you're using your big adventure bike off-road, it's probably already got some scratches and some dents in it. So when we talk about the mounting at the beginning, our BSD, or 1 out of 3 on our Beard scale of difficulty, really what this comes down to is the fact that they've included all the mounting hardware with this, and they made it very simple and easy to install. So you're going to have a harness on the front side of this, and this is going to go around the steering stem of your motorcycle, and then you've got some fine tuning with how you want to adjust this. Pretty much every motorcycle out there has a steering stem, so this is going to go around pretty much any steering stem out there. You might have to figure out how it's going to work with your particular bike depending on how the perch of your adventure bike is set up. Now, from the back standpoint, like I said earlier, one of the nice things that Enduristan does is they've utilized rock straps in their actual design. If you've never used rock straps before, they are a game changer. It's the one thing that I finally got Lemmy to admit he was wrong on. They're very easy to use, and they're pretty much better than any traditional, metal hook bungee you can get. But one of the things that we've seen from Enduristan is they actually incorporate rock straps into the bag. They're elasticated, so they actually have a little bit of pull and give like we were talking about earlier. And then you're going to have an adjustable strap on the other end with the male section for clip-on. So what you're going to do is you're going to get in the bag with you a series of zip ties as well as female-ended mounts for this. So what you would do is you would run the zip tie through the back of the mount, and then this is going to go around any kind of a frame rail on your motorcycle. Now this is going to stay permanently installed in your bike, so you're going to figure out exactly where you want this on the frame rail. This goes around, and then to get the bag on and off, you simply have to clip this in, and you kind of ratchet it down, make sure it's nice and secure, then you pop it out. But again, this is really going to be that one hard install you make on the bike. Once you know exactly where that's going to go, getting the actual bag on and off itself is super easy to do. You'll also have additional D-rings here if you want to tie it down in a different way, but with the fact that these are already there for you, it's going to make install extremely simple. Now there's a lot of riders out there utilizing Enduristan products, and like I said, this is really going to be your small enduro style tank bag. If you want larger sandstorms, there's going to be 3 larger options to choose from. This is for those of you out there that want minimal storage for really aggressive off-road riding with your larger ADV bike or your smaller enduro style machine. If you want to hear more about what other riders are enjoying about the Enduristan products they're using, you can always click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there putting a Sandstorm bag through its paces. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which piece of luggage is right for you and your riding style, give them a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot them an email to cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Enduristan Sandstorm 4X tank bag. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.